Hey, there we go. Okay. Hi. Welcome back. Just give me a moment here. I'm running a little behind. I need to announce. I know my camera's not on yet. Just give me a minute. I'm Hey, there we go. Oh my god, my audio's on. Okay. Shut up, you. I'm back again. Been a busy day. Been a busy day. All right. And then I got to go put it on the Discord. Man, I was on Plus earlier, and now let's see, dude. What's the new one? New one. Okay. Now I gotta go do. Let's see. Wait, where am I live? There we go. Put this here, everyone. Live. All right. Oh man. So how you doing? Shit. I also have to grab this and then one more thing I gotta do. I gotta do that. I throw that out. And then let me get the trailer for that. Okay. So. All right. There. There. Oh, and I gotta do pop out chat. Man. I am sorry, guys. It's just been a fucking day. All right, so I got to get the overlay URL. Copy that. So there were, I think probably the worst thing about the stream on Plus was just that I ran over so much. Where's my thing here? There we go. There we are. Hi. Oh man, I am fucking tired. I'm gonna go for at least an hour. Because I already talked for like an hour and a half earlier. So, but I'm building. I'll let you guys in on a little secret since you're so cool and you're here and I appreciate it. Um, I'm in the process of building a dice tower for a something. So, but here what do you think? Let's see if you can. It's kind of it's not complete yet, and it's kind of a fucking disaster right now. But it's a work in progress. Little something I just been working on. It's kind of fun. Little keeping with the TMNT theme. So, old man can't keep up with a busy day. It's been a long day. I had to do a lot of writing. I had to do like I wanted to just kind of relax and watch a movie today, but did not have time to that. So I wrote. I did a lot of research on some things. I built a little bit of the dice tower. And I still have the catapult. And then I was on side scrollers for an hour and a half. Poor Blabs had to wait for me to finish so she could, I don't know what she go play, have dinner or whatever. I felt terrible because I didn't realize I was going for so long, and I was like, oh fuck, of course I talk too much. So yeah, but now I'm here. So, oh, thank you, Vern, and thank you everybody. I appreciate it. So, I hope you're all having a lovely evening. Thank you. If you were at the stream earlier, I appreciate that. Um, I was answering a bunch of questions. All right. You asked me about the questions. I had them answered immediately. So, hi. So tonight, a couple of things that I wanted to show you. Um, there was a guy who has a much larger YouTube channel than I do. Is my audio quiet? I turned the here. I'll turn the volume up a little more. How's that? Is that better? For some reason, I don't know why YouTube comes through so quietly. Is that better? It should be better. I turned it up like 25%. We good? Have I done Special Unit 2 yet? I don't think I did Special Unit 2 yet. I love Special Unit 2. Alexandra Lee, that really pretty redhead. It was like The X-Files if The X-Files is silly. Audio's fine? Okay, good. Yeah, it was The X-Files if The X-Files was kind of silly. But it was really fun. It was kind of like, it was a little bit of The Chronicle. Not as good as The Chronicle, but still good. But I don't know if I had I'll have to check my notes. I don't know if I recommended that one, if I did a video on that one or not. I don't think so. I know I did The Chronicle, which kind of is a shame because I'd like to do a like a Five Forgotten X-Files knockoffs. Well, not really inspired by. I'll come up with a better name for it. It really is, inspired by the X-Files. But we had Special Unit 2, the Chronicle. I mean, I realized that the Chronicle was based off of book series. Special Unit 2 was. It really was very much kind of because you had the guy and the girl, and you had there was a little bit of tension, and it was just a fun show. And Alexandra Lee was really pretty, but me redheads, all that stuff, cute head. You piqued my interest. Well, let me see if I can find here. Let's look up Alexandra Lee. Alexandra, and you tell me. Let me bring up, and I'll also bring up my Social Blade. Or no, Streamlabs, not Social Blade. There we go. Where is Alexandra Lee? Here, we'll do Special Unit 2. She was in, like, Maxim or something. Oh, well, she's got... Didn't she have red hair in the show? I remember her being maybe she was a redhead in season 2. Pick 96. Thank you, dude. Thank you for the donation. You really like your I Roll It, I Review It series so far. Since you mentioned a Dice Tower, do you play any tabletop RPGs? If so, what's your favorite? Mine right now is Shadowrun 5th edition. It's a poorly edited mess, but you still have a soft spot for it. I love RPGs, but I don't really have a chance to play with them anymore. My group, we all kind of grew up and went our separate ways and stuff. I used to play 2nd edition. I'll tell you, you know what? I'm going to go down all the things that I played. I played 2nd edition. I played 3rd edition. I played 3.5. Played a little bit of 4th, but then more 5th. But not as much 5th. Like I played 5th at like conventions and shit. So that's D&D. I played Dark Sun, 2nd edition Dark Sun, I believe. Pretty sure it was 2nd edition. I played Deadlands, the Weird West. Always wanted to play Deadlands, the Wasted West, but never did. Played Star Wars. God, what was that one? The one with that was all D6s. We did a whole campaign with that. I played the D20 Star Wars. I also played. Oh wait, no, that was still D&D, but it was the Scarred Lands. That was a add-on to that. I never played the pen and paper Shadowrun, but I've always loved Shadowrun. I read the books. I have a bunch of the source books. I have DMZ, the Demilitarized Zone box set. Like, it was one that I could just never convince my gaming group to play, was Shadowrun. And I loved Shadow. It was so cool. I played the video games, played the SNES game. I have, hold on, let me show you. I'm going to grab something real quick. You don't need to see my pajamas. Was here. Here it is. Ugh. And of course, let me see if I can. You guys are. This is one of those cool little things that you get over the year. All right, so this. Let me see if you can see this. That is. Make sure I have it up. That is Shadowrun. See, I can't. There you go. You got your. That is a Shadowrun scarf with your symbol on there. Fucking rules. Oh, it's upside down. There you go. Yeah, Shadowrun. Love Shadowrun. But can never convince my gaming group to play it. So we mostly played we played 3rd edition. We also played All Flesh Must Be Eaten, which was the zombie RPG, which is really cool. I enjoyed that a lot. That had a fun, like, really snappy game mechanic. I would totally play that again if I could. But my biggest one, I always wanted to play The Wasted West, because it's post-apocalyptic shit. You know, I've read the book. I have all the source books, and when I say all the, I mean every single fucking source book. I have all the supplemental materials. I have shit. I even have Lost Colony, which was the 3rd Deadlands thing that didn't pan out. But I have that. I loved all the Deadlands stuff. It was awesome. But only played the Weird West, which was great. Like, I like the Weird West a lot, but man, the Wasted West was so right up my alley. I have a shit ton of like D&D books and stuff. trying to look at. I have. I'm trying to look at the shelf. I have Oriental Adventures, but that was third edition, or was that fourth edition? Um, I have Dark Sun because I love Dark. I've read every single Dark Sun novel. Dark Sun was amazing. Post-apocalyptic D&D. Fucking hell, so good. With giant insects, the Thrycreen. Um, oh, just all I wanted. Um, Alternity. Fuck, Dark Matter. We and Gamma World. Played Gamma World too. I played. I'm a fucking dork. What do you want out of me? Played Gamma World, but loved the love Dark Matter. Dark Matter was basically D&D X-Files. Like there was the mission with the first mission, the Killing Jar, was about the Mothman, and it had it had all the right things. It was Mothman, it was Men in Black, it was so good. It was all like investigations and shit. Really fun. But they put it out too close to third edition, and they didn't want brand confusion, so they killed off a bunch of the books that were supposed to come with it, and really was a bummer. I'm glad I have them because they're great books. If you can find them, I would recommend getting them. They might be. I'm curious. What does a Dark Matter book go for on eBay these days? Dark, because it's probably, I imagine it's out of print. Dark Matter. It might be, it might be, source book. Yeah, it's probably going to be hard to find. There's a lot of things named Dark Matter. Was it? Let me do Dark Matter D&D. Dark Matter D&D. Oh, Dungeon. Oh God. Dark Matter. Here we go. There's the Killing Jar. Alternity. That's right. Okay, so Dark Matter Alternity. I had a bunch of the thing. All right. You know what? That's about list price. It's close to what I think it was back in the day. There you go. Dark Matter, $35. Because I think that's about what it was. Was like, might have been 25 back in 1997, 99. I don't remember. It was a while ago. Oh my God, Matthew Pickard. Hold on, I gotta bring that one up. Let's see. You love All Flesh Must Be Eaten. Nobody plays it nowadays. Yeah, I imagine. That and what was their? They had a cryptozoology one. That was cool. That was also very kind of X-Files ish. Do I have that? I can't see it from here. I should be able to. I would notice it if I don't. I have it on my shelf because it's that red bound book. Yeah, I'm sure it's hard to find anybody that play. I mean, like a lot of things, what gets played is what's popular, and I'm sure that D&D, like all the big, I have my brother-in-law. He has a game group. They still play 3.5. Um, it's Yeah. What E3 did you raid for that Shadowrun scarf? Let's see. Happy Cyrano Day to you. Have you know the Toho project? They are Japanese bullet hell shooter games. Hope you like it and happy Cyrano Day. Thank you, YouTuber with Kiki as a profile picture number 6. I'm not good at bullet hell games. I was talking about this recently with my buddy Keith, who was out here to visit not too long ago. They're great, like they're cool, and they're neat. But and it's funny because I was talking about how I'm not good at what's the one what's the black and white one? You guys will get that before I look it up. You know, it was the one where you could turn your screen on the side and why the Rock was looking there for a second. All right, hold on. Lee, thank you, man. Thank you for the donation. Good evening. Sorry you were late. What's your favorite late 80s slasher? Well, again, thank you. You know what? Better late than never. And my favorite, I honestly don't know. What would be my favorite late 80s slasher? I mean, off the top of my head, Friday the 13th Part 7, because I love that dearly. But, I mean, if you're going to go with, like, a standalone one, I mean, God, there were so many franchises, but I'm trying to think of, like, what late 80s ones were there. Late 80s slasher. The Burning wasn't late 80s. Nightmare on Elm Street wasn't late 80s. All right, here we go. Maybe Maniac Cop. Maniac Cop was 88. Yeah, Burning was 81. It's not late. It's beginning. Final Exam, that was 81. Yeah. All right, let's go all the way to, like, here we go. Yeah, I'll go with Maniac Cop. Maniac Cop's a good one. Talked to Bill Lustig, like, God, years ago now at this point. Nice guy. Does really good work. Sad about he hasn't directed in a while. I think he did Blue Underground, where he was restoring a lot of his old films. He's a good dude. Where is my? Oh yeah, I have a trailer that I wanted to show you. Oh yeah, I was also looking up. Wow, see how I just fucking boop, 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 all over the place. Alexandra Lee. Oh my goodness, ma'am. There she is with the red hair. But of course, it's all like kind of low resy. And maybe season 2 she went blonde. That's why they got canceled. I never understand when you're gifted with red hair and then you go blonde. Why would you do that? It's like, no, I want to cover up this glorious mane with fucking mediocrity. I mean, she's still beautiful. Here, let me Is that going to bring up? No, I don't need. I can get rid of that. Oh wow, the Killing Jar is only $5. That's worth it. Oh, and the Arms and Equipment Guide. Dark Matter was so good. All right. Let's see. Nope. There we go. Special Unit 2. Look at that. There she is with the. Actually, you can kind of see her ready a little more there. But she's a very pretty lady. It was a good show. If you haven't seen it, I recommend it. It was very funny. Middleman too. Middleman was great. Middleman was another one that had a very kind of X-Files-y vibe. But this was really silly. And if sci-fi was still sci-fi, they'd be running reruns of this shit. Happy 46th birthday to Alexander Lee. Oh, she was from Stroudsburg. I did not know that. I imagine that she is older than 46 now. Because here's happy 49th birthday to Alexander Lee. Starred in the short-lived special unit Tues Detective Kate. Was on Party of 5. She was in Paranormal Activity 4? God, I don't remember that. Studied ballet. It doesn't say when her birthday was, though. It just says happy birthday. Anyway, I'm yapping. Where are we? Man. One of these days I'll be organized. New Blood is awesome. It's the Terminator versus Carrie. Absolutely. It's so good. I have a poster somewhere where it's because the cover for half of it is the hockey mask and half of it is Lara Park Lincoln. I have the one side with Lara Park Lincoln and the other side signed by Kane. And that's you can't get that anymore because Lar sadly is no longer with us. You're like in Alien Earth, except for some of the episodes of Synthetic Body Children. Yeah, I haven't seen that show at all because what's it on Hulu, and I don't have Hulu, so. When are we starting a? What's up? Hold on a second. Hold on, guys. I just got to show the missus how to make bread. I'll be right back. It'll only take a second. Yeah, see, I told you it would only be a minute. That was we have a bread maker, and I usually bake the bread, but she was making a loaf of bread tonight, so. So when are we starting a Hell on Earth Shadowrun Lesson in RPG Club on the Discord? I would love to. Like so many things. It really comes down to time. Like I am really starting to spread myself very thin, and I want to do more. I always want to do more, but realistically, I just have to make sure that some things aren't suffering because I am doing more. But that would be cool. Like I I would be open to like a one shot campaign with like a buy-in. Not to be dicky, but I mean, it's if I mean taking time away from my work to plan and organize all that stuff. If we were to do like a one shotter or something, I would be down with that. I don't know what the buy-in would be, but we would have like a set amount of seats, and then I could kind of figure out how to get everybody on screen and all that shit. And I mean, if they wanted to, or point their cameras at their dice or some shit. So, um, Taco Bell run. One of your favorite movies is Cube from '97. Yeah, there was a um Japanese remake, I think, too. I know there was either 3 or 4 Cubes. First one's amazing. The other ones aren't bad, but I know they did a remake in which is funny because it's like, hey, it's it's them remaking our movies for a change. Um, excuse me. Cube's really good though. Cube's a very smart film too, which is what makes it good. Good, good bread makers. I know how to make like bread too. But I can't. That's the thing that sucks. I learned. This drives me up the fucking wall. I learned how to make really amazing bread right as I discovered that I have a severe, or I guess I developed a severe gluten intolerance. So I know how to make baguettes. I know how to make loaves. I know how to make really, really delicious, amazing bread. And without the bread, like we make the bread maker, we have a gluten free bread that we make with rice flour and honey. It's really fucking good. But it's not the same as like a really nice baguette or a really nice loaf. And but I know how to make really good bread, and I can't because even touching it's not worth it because I might accidentally touch my mouth, and the next thing you know, I ingest it, and then I feel like shit for a week. So, Big Pussy Ben Shapiro, how you doing, buddy? Um, for your all flesh game, did your group usually play as norms, survivors, or enlightened? Which one do you yourself prefer? Um, if memory serves, hold on. Let me see if I can get the book off the shelf. I think I have it over. Let me just take a quick look because I'll be able to go over the things and give you a better idea. I was the DM, by the way, so um, but yeah, I'll be right back. All right, shit. I don't know. I didn't want to like keep you guys hanging while I went digging for it. It's not on my one shelf. So I don't. Not sure where it is, but I wanted to show you something that I would be willing to bet this is something that even the hardcore people probably have never seen. Here is the source book for Shards. This is the core rule book. And it is signed by the creators. This book is now 25 years old. I don't believe. Let me see. This is Shards of the Stone. It was such a cool, like, concept. Let me see if they. I don't think that they're still in business. Shards.com. Are they still? I might have to go to the Internet Wayback Machine. Internet Wayback. This page is available on the web. Oh. No URL has been captured. All right, hold on. Let me do that without the lander. No. All right, no. Why I oughta. Internet Wayback Machine. There we go. 2002, 2024, and they're still there? I mean, that'd be great if they still were. Bizarre up. Oh, I don't think that's right. Latest. All right, it's not archived. That's crazy. Come on, what the fudge? Here, we'll go with 2003. Wow. Oh, that stinks. Back in 2003, they were already down. All right. How about back in 2000 when they launched? Contact us if you're interested in this domain. Oh no. All right. Oh, went to 19. Why'd it go to 1999? Here we go. Okay. Oh boy, you can't. This is all. This is old internet. This is broken as shit. Anyway, so Shards. Let me read some flavor text for you. This was a cool thing, but it did not do well because this was using their own system. Ancient gods playing an ancient game. 25 elements, infinite magic unleashed, a world shattered, torn asunder, forged anew. The Wanderer Grey, restless, determined, insane. Heroes and villains, faith and steel, rule the day as the veil between realms begins to fade. Shards of the Stone. All the paper on this, like this was a fucking, like look at this. It's like really nice paper. Yeah, your map. Like all this artwork. Where's the July 12th, 2000. I would love to just like the only thing is this book being rare and um I mean if I could scan it and print it out might be easier to play it and then figure out all the things. It's a good system, man. It's a shame. Shit just what happened was there was so much stuff that came out in 2000 because of third edition that it just didn't work. So anyway, so back to your question, Big Pussy. um, usually I preferred. I'm trying to think. It's been a long time. Uh, I I had a group. Um, there was one guy who we had a hockey player, we had a kid, a guy like I'm saying a guy who played a kid. We had a hockey player, we had a kid, we had a wine mom, um, and we had a high school like dropout. Um, we did think I think we did the zombie the one campaign I remember, I believe we did the fade virus, which was the guy had sex with he he did some he did voodoo. He did voodoo on his dead ex-girlfriend. She came back um she came back from the dead. He had the sex with her and then he turned into a zombie. And then that was kind of how that was where the virus started. And then if he bit you or if you had sex with somebody who was infected, then so it was kind of a little bit of a play on AIDS. But yeah, I think we did the fade virus campaign. Um, oh, and there was a priest too. We had a priest, so I think that was one of the enlightened because he had like some holy spells and shit. Um, yeah. So yeah, this shit. Oh god, if I can, if I find that this has been scanned and put on the interwebs somewhere, I'll throw it up on the Discord. But it's a neat book and it's worth reading and it's worth kind of like keeping alive, even though they shut down. It's a shame. I don't know what happened. I mean, like I said, I imagine it's just they just got steamrolled by the vast amount of stuff that was out there. It just there was so much. Um, so let me go back a bit. Oh, I got to do I would GM. I'll keep it in mind, Agent Snickers. If you, I mean, we have a D&D or not, we have a an RPG hub on the Discord if you want to kind of talk it out there and whatnot. Good bad bread. I make good bread. Josh, did you see that Cinesnob did a review on Jaws Revenge? I still think Jaws 3 and 4 are better than the terrible shark films of today, like Sharknado. Yeah, they put a little bit more effort into them. I do have a soft spot for Sharknado, just because of how ridiculous it is. But I think that there are a lot of shark movies that like really stink. So, yeah, I kind of think that 3 and 4. Although I would have loved it if we actually would have got the Joe Dante Jaws 3. Did you ever hear about that one? Jaws 3 People Zero. It was going to be a satire. Oh, it was going to be so good, but never happened. Seen the trailer for Scared Shirtless yet? Looks like an instant classic. Have not seen it yet. Get a second camera to show an above shot. Yeah, that's all God, I only recently got a webcam. I got a webcam for the first time in March, I think. So yeah, I know. I'm not somebody that is on the camera all the time. So you said that you were a DM, you were the fun DM or the rules DM. I was the fun DM. I didn't outwardly punish people. I mean, I went by the roles if they were I bust here's my dice. Whee! Um I went by the roles and I went by the rules. But I didn't I did make some shit on the fly, not made up rules on the fly, but if things were going bad, I would kind of throw them a little bit of goodness. Um, I definitely was fair. I tried my best to make it fun. I tried my best not to kill everyone. People still died, but that was not my goal. I had one DM that I'm pretty sure that he just wanted us to die like all the time. Let's see. How awesome would it be if we got alternate cut of Deep Blue Sea with the OG ending of Susan killing the Gensu Mako, escaping with Counter Preacher for its 30th anniversary? That would be cool. I do think it's funny, like that. I never like I didn't hate Susan in that movie, but there were people that really hated her character and they wanted her dead. And consequently, so much so that they bitched and complained until they reshot the ending of her getting eaten. Show off the RPG I sent you. Hold on. Let me if it's if I think I have it right over here. But hold on. Put the core back on the shelf. Oh, you know what? Let me write down core so I can look it up on core. I will get to that in just a moment. Oof. So Agent Snickers, is that Wirebrain? Is that you, Wirebrain? If so, I mean that's then yes, I have the. I don't think I have what you were asking for, but I do have the laser riders that you sent, with Super Sheriff, Laser Shark, Phantom Cosmonaut, and Galactic Wave Rider, which is awesome. It's very, very, very 1980s, even down to the VHS boxes. But I did find this over there. I don't have, I for whatever reason, I didn't have my All Flesh Must Be Eaten on the shelf, but I did have Conspiracy, which was also from Eden Studios, who were the makers of All Flesh Must Be Eaten. This was their X-Files system, Dossier of the Explained Cryptozoology. But this was their X-Files thing. Oh, that just reminded me. They had the witchcraft thing too. Oh, I wanted to do like a craft session where we were like we had a bunch of like witches and warlocks and stuff. That would have been fun. Never happened. But this was compatible with All Flesh Must Be Eaten. But this was great. I had a bunch of their books. I played I was at Gen Con in 2000 and I played some conspiracy. It was fucking fun, man. It was so fun. All right. Oh, there we go. Basically, norms for the normies are much less equipped to deal with the apocalypse. So much more survival horror. Survivors the badasses who make the game action horror. Well, that was why, like, we had a mixture. We had the hockey player who was like a survivor. We had the kid who was a normie. We had the wine mommy who was a normie. We had the priest who I think was an enlightened. So we had like a mixture, which is kind of how you want it to be. Blah, 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 blah. I keep saying 2000 and something and 25. What am I supposed to say? 2025? Then I'll say whatever I want. Me cosplaying as a DM. Dark Crystal RPG. Is there? I still never saw. I heard that Dark Crystal Netflix show was really good. Wasn't that from the movie Chillerama? What the Cryptozoa? I don't know. what. I hated the D20 glut for third edition. Everything had to be for that system. Imagine every video game had to be done up like Guitar Hero. That was a nightmare of third edition. I liked it for what it was because it kind of streamlined everything. Because it was like, oh, I know, Scanner. Well, I don't know how to set I don't know how to set the thing on Discord. I don't know how to set up the thing here on, like, how to link that into YouTube. I know you can probably do it, but this is just another like thing that I have to learn that's pulling me away from other things. Like I'm trying to talk to this one director right now, and he's kind of being a pain in the ass. I'm working on something with a producer friend of mine. I got so many things going on, and then I got to figure out how this works, and I can't afford to hire somebody to do this shit for me. So it's like, certain things just, it takes a little while. I will get on it at some point. Let's see. I have the perfect face for radio or voiceover. I never claimed to be a good-looking dude. What can I tell you? I am your average dude with a hat and a beard. What do you want out of me? I'm like fucking, I'm, as I've said a million times before, I am more comfortable behind a microphone than in front of a camera. I heard that unmade film, but did you know that Jaws 4 was almost a comedy by Steve Desjardins about surf punks in Malibu who had to deal with a megalodon-sized great white shark? I had heard of that before. I hadn't heard a whole lot about it, but again, would have been better than what we ended up getting. And I enjoy what we got in Jaws: The Revenge, but that probably would have been. But the thing is, it's funny, in an alternate universe, they got that, and they're like, oh my God, if we would have gotten the Jaws 4 with Michael Caine, it would have been amazing, And so who knows? Maybe that one would have been even worse. I do think it's funny. Michael Caine had said, I never did see. The quote is something like, I never did see Jaws 4, but I did see the house that it paid for, and it's quite nice. Henzik, you feel what is the Discord channel? The Discord channel. All right, hold on. I'll get you a link. For Discord. God, I gotta go here and go here. Come on. Why are you? There we go. Good. Goodness gracious. All right. Here. If you would like, you can go to here. Click that link. Go to Discord. Join the Discord. We have fun hijinks and shenanigans there. Stay out of the anime weeb containment unless you want to see a nonstop string of anime titties that Silverberry posts on a. We have a very horny Marine who posts them. He's probably posting them right now. So, but it's basically where a bunch of really hardcore folks talk about movies, TV, the channel. They make fun of me. All of that in one nice location. One convenient location in Africa. You say funny thing. Arise. That must be the alternate universe where Eric Stoltz wasn't fired from Back to the Future. Yeah. That's crazy. Like, the thing is that's really funny is seeing Eric Stoltz do Marty McFly, and like, I get it, but at the same time, like, he's really doing a good version of what Michael J. Fox ended up doing. So it's always fun to make fun of you. I am here. I understand. I get it. Yes. Do not go. Oh wait. Do not go into the Silverberry containment zone. I think that's scared off more people. We had somebody joined, and then about an hour later they left. I don't know if it was his weeb containment zone that did it, but they showed up, they looked around, and they said nope. And they split. All right, here we go. The third edition craze was awful. If you like to try out new game design and trying to have the right feel in the story, having it sacrificed is sad. I see what they did, and it was smart on Wizards of the Coast's, like, it was smart on their dime. Like, I think that it was, I understand, I see both sides of it. From a business perspective, I think that it was a smart business move because it made people buy the third edition source book, and then they use that, and then they would buy, they knew what, like, they knew how it worked. So then they went and bought the other system, the other books and whatnot. And then you could kind of incorporate stuff from other books into your D&D campaign, and it kind of streamlined the process. So I think that it was cool. I understand how it did kind of it streamlined it to a point of where it wasn't as good. Like you said, it would be like if every game was Rock Band or something. But I don't know. At the time, it was cool because there was so much material, and it was great because I bought like the Sword and Sorcery source books. I bought the remastered Rappamathic. Like so many things that were now streamlined that I could incorporate into a D&D campaign, and it was cool. and I liked that. But you know, if you, but the thing, and the thing was for me, um, my gaming group did not like to experiment. So whenever I brought something new to them, I was like, "Hey, let's play this." They were like, "No, 3.5. All we want to play is 3.5." And then we had my one DM who was only second edition. We have to play second edition. So all we're playing is second edition. Well, can we play another game? It was like, can we play, can we play Star Wars? Because I had played Star Wars with a different group. I was playing third edition with a different group. I was playing second edition with a different group, and but they all like the Star Wars group. That was like a one shot. Well, not a one shot, but it was a guy who he wasn't normally a DM. He wanted a DM, so we did his campaign, and that was took over for a couple months, but then we stopped. So, Vern Shuris and anybody else who joined the Discord, welcome. I appreciate it. Yeah, Scamdar, they have Mexican orcs and magic prom. It's because the people in charge there never mentally got out of high school. That's a whole other bitch fest. And it's Jeffrey Combs' birthday. What a good dude. Homogenized. Thank you, Agent Snickers. Yeah, it's... I don't know. I liked it at the time. I liked it at the time a lot. To bring it back to all flesh must be eaten, if I were to run a game, I might just make it to where all the characters were norms or survivors, just so everyone's on a level playing field, but that's just me. Yeah, I mean, that's fair. I think, though, the thing is, if anybody was to play that, more than likely the people that would be playing would not be familiar with it. So I would say it probably would be a really good idea to make them all survivors so that they have a chance of surviving, because they're not really going to be familiar with the mechanics. They're not really going to be familiar with the game world. If you do make them all norms, then yeah, it would be more like survival horror. But you kind of have to figure, is it going to be fun for the players and whatnot. But if it's a one shot, maybe you do make it as we may not all make it out of this. So is there something with my mic? It mutes on and off. Not unless, it shouldn't. I'm showing my levels are going out normal, unless it's when I'm moving away from it or whatnot. I don't know. Is anybody else having that problem? Is anybody else having this problem with my voice muting? I don't know, Josh. Sorry. I was going out of sync. Oh boy. I'm not dropping any frames. I actually got a really good signal for a change. And there's no storm or anything going on. So I don't know. YouTube probably giving less bandwidth to smaller channels, and they're pushing it all to I don't know who's big on YouTube. Some reaction channel that's doing a live stream thing or something. I like how you pronounced Renee. Oh, how did they say I'm supposed to? So I don't remember how to say her last name now. Eve Destruction, great video. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. I tried. I'm like, I think this is how you say it. I looked it up and and then I had and that's why I said, I'm like, look, I know I probably said this wrong. I'm like, and I wanted people to, and I had a bunch of people. Most everybody was telling me, here's how you say it correctly. And then I had other people that were kind of being dicky about it, but that's to be expected. It's the internet. All right, so it is. So my mic is going in and out. Sounds fine. Sounds fine. You're going out of sync. No audio problems. I was at the start of the live stream, but you can hear you fine. Okay. Went out again. I am way out of sync like a Toho movie. Hold on. Let me go and look. Let's see. Oh, I'm so tired looking at myself. I want to show you guys this trailer. Give me a moment. Doopity la planet. If you remember that one. Where's my... Here we go. It's probably YouTube. Totally YouTube. Oh, God, Mr. Beast. Yeah. All right, there we go. He's out of sync. All right. So there's a YouTuber with a YouTube channel that is bigger than mine that they made another one that made a movie. We had back in the day we had Ray William Johnson, who made a movie that apparently wasn't good. I haven't seen it, so I don't know. We got Markiplier, who I don't think his movie's out yet. We had Chris Stuckman, who his movie's coming out in October. And we have this trailer from, was it Fears 2? Oh, God, I wanted to show you the Camp Fear thing, too. Come on. Oh, why the... Being Scared. That's it. Being Scared. They're a creepypasta, but they made a trailer. A YouTube channel that's bigger than mine. I refuse to believe that. There are plenty. And I have... Okay, here we go. I told him this is the teaser trailer. And I watched a little bit of it because a lot of times, when I always feel bad when I get contacted by people and they're like, hey, would you watch my trailer and tell me what you think? And I watch it and I'm like, oh, God, I feel bad when it's not good. But this was a trailer that I thought was neat. I'm going to say what the name of the trailer or what the name of the movie is and see if you could figure it out. See if you can figure out what it is. You probably can. But, here, let's bring this up. There we go. All right, so this is Gale, Yellow Brick Road.
Are you ready for today's session? You're safe. Do you believe that? Yes.
I don't want you to end up like her, Emily. Dorothy's been all but mute for nearly 20 years. Ankles, her heels, she bangs them together so much. But she says it's the only way she can keep her safe.
Her?
Although it got pushed to it's it got pushed to February. So they got picked up for distribution, and it's coming out next February. So closer to February, I'm gonna run the actual trailer on like my socials and whatnot. Although I think that is like a really good trailer. It doesn't spoil too much of the movie. It really like just lets you know like just a little bit, enough. It's a neat thing. So I think it has potential. I am in my secret lair, that is also known as my office. Blarp, 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 blarp. There we go. Yes. Still having trouble on the audio. I don't know what to tell you guys. Like I said, for a change, I haven't dropped any frames. It looks fine on my end, but I don't know what the sheesh. You watched Mama last night. That was oh God, what's her name? The heavyset black lady his name is escaping me. It was in Hidden Figures. It looked like it had potential. But yes, that was Wizard of Oz. But blue. Oh God, why did it go past it so quickly? Wizard of Oz creepypasta movie. New. Was changing when you said the title. I think it looks pretty good. I think it has a lot of potential for to be neat. Did you miss Toto in the trailer? I don't know if they have Toto in there or not. Still a lot of time in between. I think what happened was they decided to move it to next year. Whoever the distributor was, like they probably think it'll do better moved later than, because this fall I think is pretty stacked, so they might be moving it as like counter programming. Yeah, I heard the Oz books were really dark. So I'm curious. I never read them, but because I'm such a fucking slow reader, but I'd be curious to read them. Wait for the survival horror adaptation of Chutes and Ladders. Ma, that's it. Ma. And Octavia Spencer, thank you, Dark Link. Yeah. Oh. Oh yeah, and Mortal Kombat got moved. I don't know why Mortal Kombat got moved. Like, why would they put out the teaser, and then they put out the trailer, and it was like gaining all this momentum, and then they're moving it to next year. And so that is one of two things. Either they think that there's something that they need to fix. They want to like, they got a lot of fan input, and they're like, okay, we need to address these things, so we're gonna fix it. Or like, people were kind of calling some shit out, and they're like, oh God, we should change that. So, but they need more time to shoot it, and hence it'll get delayed. I hope it's good, because if it's not, then it's going to be another 10 years before we get another Mortal Kombat movie. So, well, Street Fighter's just filming, so Street Fighter's not going to be ready until next year anyway. So, DVD says Mama. Is there a? I mean, maybe is there a movie Mama? I know there's Ma. Oh, okay, Mama. Okay, then yeah. There's the movie with Jessica Chastain because I saw that. Okay, so that's something completely different. There's Ma with Octavia Spencer. That's the one I thought you were talking about. But yeah, you're talking about 2013's Mama with Jessica Chastain, who, as we know, she is risking her life investigating evil people on the internets. Oof. You've been so disappointed that Mortal Kombat 2 is moved. I kind of look at it from the perspective of, like, I think it was Shigeru Miyamoto who said, um, you know, a delayed game it will eventually be great, but um, a bad game is like bad forever or whatever. I forget, but same thing. It's like if the movie comes out and it's not finished, then it'll be shit. If they're taking more time to fix it and make it good, then more power to them. I hope it's good. So, probably was shown in advance to some audiences didn't like it. You know what? I think we would have heard about that though if there was like a early screening or something and people like they would have talked. I mean, that would have leaked by now. So she went full Sean Penn. Who Jessica Chastain? You know the meme of her with the glasses, like this. I have very important work to do on the internet. There are people saying slurs to people. It's like, yeah, it's called the Call of Duty lobby. That was Miyamoto? Okay. The Help. I never saw The Help. I mean, Jessica Chastain, I think, is a good actress, but she's not she's been in some bad movies. A delayed game will only be delayed once. A released bad game will be forever be bad. There you go. Thank you, Agent Snickers. Yeah. I think that when he said, like, here's the thing. When he said that was before patches and all that stuff. So we got what's the one? No Man's Sky. No Man's Sky is one of the biggest redemption arcs ever. That game came out, it was broken. It didn't have any of the stuff. Well, it didn't have a lot of the stuff that they promised. They worked their asses off. They eventually put the game out and everybody loved it. But the bottom line is, if more companies would delay their fucking thing and release it when it's finished instead of releasing it broken, insisting that everybody pay to beta test your thing, that's one thing that really drives me nuts. Is we're getting games right now, they're releasing them at full price, and they're the beta version of the game. Back in my day, we would get games you could play the beta for free and basically give the company the info, and then they would take that and make it be able to make that a better game. Instead of selling us the beta, we play it, and they patch the shit out of it over the course of 2 years or whatever, and eventually we get a playable game. Yeah, I heard Cyberpunk is really good. I still haven't played Cyberpunk. I wanted to. I'd like to. But right now I'm playing Mortal Kombat. I'm playing oh fuck. I'm playing Monster Hunter Wilds, which I'm really enjoying, and I'm playing Dark Deity 2, which is awesome. Dark Deity 2, Dark Deity 1, and especially Dark Deity 2 really scratch that tactics itch. Man, is they fun. They've got a neat story. They've got hot anime waifus. It is badass. I like the Dark Deity series a lot. Jessica Chastain started two other films. Crimson Peak is fucking great. Crimson Peak is really good. Crimson Peak, I really recommend. The art direction in that is top tier. Like, so good. Really good. It's a shitty practice to release a game with a lot of problems rather than being delayed and fixed. Well, like, it drives me nuts. Like, because we're getting like games that, they eventually are good, but by that time, then they have to like reduce the price. And I think more people would be willing to pay. I mean, more people would be willing to pay the $80 if you were getting an $80 experience. But they're selling you an $80 broken game, and then it's not even the whole game. It's like the $80 beta version of the game, and then there's going to be DLC, and then there's going to be season passes, and then like, so they like. Meanwhile, Silksong comes out, $20. It's a fucking like long game. It's good. It's well polished. They've been working on it for like 8 years or some shit, and it sells like gangbusters. And the what does the gaming what does the industry do? They don't say, maybe we should release the game when it's finished, polish it, you release it, no bullshit, just put the game out there. No, all they do is complain about how it's setting unrealistic expectations. Have I played? No, Billy. I have not played the Ghostbusters game. I should, but I want to. I have it. I just haven't. I played a great upcoming demo called Dead Format. It's a survival horror game where you find horror movies to put in your magical VCR and the movie world. It's awesome. Is that the one where you put the game, you put the you put the VHS tape in the game in it wrong? Like instead of going this way, it goes in that way. Fuck. Oh. Sorry, I'm dying here. Looking forward to Guillermo del Toro. I am not looking forward to his Frankenstein, quite frankly, because because can we get something new? Like Guillermo del Toro, he's made these incredible, like he did Pan's Labyrinth, which is one of the greatest movies ever made. It's an original thing, it's unique, it's fresh. It's such a good story. It's such a dark fairy tale. And then he did the Fish Fucker movie. And now it's like he's just going to be doing a whole shit ton of remakes. And it's like, it's such a waste. Putting up with us is exhausting. No. It's just, I get up at 7 o'clock in the morning to make my coffee and take the little one to school, come home, get my shit together, write. I talked for an hour and a half earlier, and then I had to do a bunch of other shit. It's been a long day, so, but it's a good day, but a long day. So he's wanted to do Frankenstein for a long time. I want him to get in the Mountains of Madness. That's the thing. Like, do Mountains of Madness, or maybe that's a, I mean, to me, it's kind of like, Peter Jackson when he wanted to do King Kong. Like, why would you want to remake your favorite movie? Like, there are movies that I love that I'm like, I'm not going to be able to do it better. Like, why would I? Like, I would rather take one of my ideas and do that, make that movie, than take something that I love, take a pre-existing thing that is already awesome, and then try my hand. Like that to me is a weird ego. Like, well, I love this movie; it's my favorite film, but I can do better. No. Shape of Water, I enjoyed, but it's a film you watch once. It's a film that I barely watched once. I'm like, this stinks. The chick is unlikable, man. What a self-centered twat. I could not stand her. Yeah, no Hellboy 3. Damn it. Love the Hellboy ones. Oh my god, studios aren't interested in the Mouth of Madness. Just stupids. Do you think that Heathers will be selected by the National Film Registry? What's your reaction of it? I love Heathers. It's one of my favorite movies. It is a brilliant satire. My son's dead and he's gay. I love my dead gay son. It's so good. It should be in the National Film Registry. It's a great movie. Pan's Labyrinth is probably my number one favorite movie of all time. Oh, Hensrick, you have great taste, man. That was my number one film of whatever year it came out. It's a brilliant movie. Acting is great. The visual effects are great. It is such a brutal film, and man, it's just great across the board, man. I love it dearly. I hated Shape of Water since I like, as I was watching it, I'm like, I hate this movie. I absolutely hate this movie. Is it well made? It is well made, but I hate it. I hate the script. I think the acting is good. I think the visual effects are good. But I hated the script. I didn't like anybody. And I realize that some movies, you're not supposed to like people. But in this, I get the feeling that you were supposed to like some of these people. I didn't like any of them. Yeah, Pan's Labyrinth was 2004. I think so. Anyway, as you can hear by me continually yawning, I am sleepy. So I am going to kill the stream. But I will be back. Next week is going to be another busy one. I am going to be on Grinding Nemo. I am going to be on Side Scrollers again next Tuesday. I'm going to try my hardest to get them to talk about movies. Because last time I don't think we talked a little bit about the James Bond thing, but there's more stuff. But I don't know what. I guess I'll see what's coming up in movie news on the day before. But I have a lot of fun when we're on there, though. It's always a good time, and they're good. They're a good bunch. And we are going to be doing a movie night on there at some point. I am also going to be bringing back the Discord Patreon movie nights. Now, like that, it's winter again, and everybody's indoors. So, but I'm going to go get some sleep. So thank you guys. I'll be back. Like I said, I'll be on Side Scrollers next Tuesday. I'll be back here next Tuesday night. Trying again to figure shit out. So I don't have an outro yet still. As soon as I have the time to put one together, I will. I'm trying to not overextend myself, but it's hey man, gotta fucking shake my moneymaker. So thank you guys for the donations tonight. I greatly appreciate it. I will see you all around. I will see you on the Discord. If you're not on the Discord, let me bring this up again, see if it works. There we go. If you're not on the Discord, go join the Discord. Don't go into the anime weeb containment zone unless you may see things that you won't want to see. So, And go into the RPG chat and talk about some lesser known role playing game tabletop thingamajiggies. So, you're welcome, YouTube. Should I call you YouTuber Kiki? I don't know, because it's such a the YouTuber with Kiki is a profile picture. Profile picture? I don't know. Anyway, good night, you guys. I'll figure out an outro, an intro and outro at some point. Take care. I will see you all. Oh, what am I fucking? Peace.